Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined now by James Lamar, who is the founder of the Lowcountry Speaker Series. Y'all are going into your inaugural year.
That's right.
Yeah, this is poised to sell out already. This is so fantastic.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
And so we started selling tickets in July, and we're on track to sell out for our first season. And we're really excited to bring these four just incredible
Tell us about your lineup. I mean,
speakers.
you have heavy-hitting speakers.
So
this is great.
Our first speaker is Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah.
She was the former National Security Advisor and former Secretary of State.
Yep.
She's going to speak on January 14th. And then we have Sanjay Gupta, who many consider as America's doctor, also a CNN correspondent. He'll be talking about health and wellness. And then our third speaker is a gentleman by the name of Paul Nicklin. Paul Nicklin tells a phenomenal story around climate change, around conservationism.
Conservation, yeah.
And he's a National Geographic explorer and biologist. And he has an interesting story because he grew up in Canada with the Inuit tribe, and his love of the environment, specifically around polar bears and sea lions, drove him to this, to his career of photographing the environment and the effects of the environment on animal species. And he just provides an incredible slideshow and speech about what he's seen out there in the wild. And then our fourth speaker is a gentleman by the name of Robert O'Neill. He is best known as the SEAL Team 6 leader who shot Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden.
Also a New York Times best-selling author. He wrote The Operator. And if you want to talk about somebody that made history, this guy has a really amazing story about his many years as a SEAL team operator.
You know what I think is fabulous about this is that if you were to ask people if there were 4 or 5 people that they would love to be able to be in a room with, or have a meal with, or spend a piece of time with, I mean, this is your lineup.
Right.
Yeah, this is absolutely your lineup, and so you're poised to sell out. And you also have different types of seating arrangements that, people, ticketing, right? One of them's already sold out already,
Correct.
right? Yeah.
Correct. So the seating is pretty easy. So we had these premier seats.
And this is 2 years in the making. I think it's important
Correct.
to, this is as your inaugural year. It's not just like out of the blue
Right.
here. You guys have really put a lot of legwork into this.
Right. So the premier seating, like I said, is sold out, but we have tickets in some of the other sections, and it's important to note that the way that we have this ballroom set up over
y'all are going to be at the Marriott.
At the Marriott.
Palmetto Dunes there, yeah.
The way we have the ballroom set up is obviously there will be a stage where the speaker and I will be on. Typically, the schedule of events is about a 45-minute presentation by each one of the speakers, and then what is really unique about what we're trying to provide to the local audience is their ability to ask questions directly to these speakers. And so
that interaction.
I really firmly believe in having an interaction in a live forum. Sure, you can go out and get on the internet or read a book about these individuals, but being in the same room with each one of these people and listening to what they have to say is really important, I think, in this day and age where it seems as though there's a filter on a lot of things that are put out.
And this is a wonderful opportunity to have it in the raw.
In the raw,
Yeah,
exactly.
full
So
dose.
no filter.
Yeah.
And there's an opportunity for people to formulate their own opinions without that filter, which I think is very important.
Very important.
Lifelong learning is something that I'm very passionate about, and this is bringing that learning to our local community.
We got some hungry brains
And
around here.
It'll be
people really love
I think it'll
to
be great.
fed.
And obviously, I chose these 4 speakers for the inaugural season. But what's unique about what we're trying to do is really make this for the community.
Sure. And this is a series.
It's a series.
So you're getting your ticket and you're going to all of them.
Correct.
Yeah.
And about midway through the season, what our subscriber base will receive is an email from the Lowcountry Speaker Series with a list of topics and experts that can speak to those topics, and they're going to be able to suggest the speakers for the next season.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And so again, this is for our community, and we want to make sure that we're bringing people that have interesting stories that can and can really educate our community.
It's going to be enormously successful. It's going to be enormously successful. Lowcountry Speaker Series. Thank you so much, Mr. James Lamar. Thanks for being with us on Talk of the Town. I'm Carrie Dillon, and we will see you next time.